Oh, awesome. Hi, guys. My name is Sydney. For those of you I haven't met, I'm a program manager on the Powershell team. And I also threw up my Twitter handle up here, Sydney Smith Real, which will become a little bit more relevant later on in the presentation. But I do try and post updates about the things we're doing on the Powershell team. So that's a great resource to stay up to date on some of the stuff we're going to talk about today. Because many of the things I'm going to show you are not quite available yet, but they will be shortly. So you guys are getting a really exciting preview today of some things to come in the secret management space for PowerShell. All right, so I want to start really quick with just some objectives, and then we'll jump right into talking more about the module and then a demo. So what do I want you guys to get out of this presentation? So the first thing is understand what PowerShell Secrets Management actually is and what we're trying to accomplish here. I want to show you guys how you can use PowerShell to access and add local secrets. I want to show you how you can register vaults to the PowerShell Secret Management System. And then how you can actually use your local context to gain access to remote secrets. So this effort around secrets management in PowerShell really began based on conversations with many of you, many customers, and these are the kinds of things that we were hearing. We've heard that it's really difficult to manage secrets securely in heterogeneous cloud environments. When you guys write advanced scripts, they require multiple secret types and types of secrets, especially when orchestrating across different clouds. Today, custom code is largely required to securely manage secrets, especially across platforms and applications. And then at the end of the day, this matters a lot and is high stakes because of the security implications that you have with secret management. In other words, we know that today's secret management landscape is complex. You guys are all operating in worlds with multiple developers working on projects. Maybe you're using multiple secret providers, of course, multiple secret types, and you're orchestrating these across many applications, maybe even multiple clouds, and then you want your scripts to be able to be used across multiple platforms, or maybe you don't even know the platform of the person who's going to be eventually using this script. So from there, we went about solving this problem, and we know that PowerShell, one of the great benefits of it is it's really a connection point between all of your different systems. And so what we tried to do was build a secret abstraction layer in PowerShell so you can use a single set of commandlets to access your secrets regardless of what platform you're going to be on, who the developer is, maybe which cloud you're using, what type of secret, and passing through applications. So what we've done is we've built this PowerShell module that allows you to use this single set of commandlets to access all of these secrets. And the way we've done that is by taking advantage of your local user context. So we use your local context to access your local vault. So if I'm a Windows user, my local vault by default is going to be Credman. And so Credman already knows my local user context, and so I can take advantage of that vault to then authenticate into my remote vault. And we do this through a model with secret vault extensions. So this is going to be an extension-oriented model. We're starting with a few secret providers that I'll talk about, but we expect this ecosystem to grow as you guys use it with all of your various secret providers. So we hope that this can help you simplify some of your code. So I just pulled what I'm going to show you guys for my demo today, which I'll explain a little bit more about what's going on here. And then I tried to rewrite my script not using the secret management module, and things got a little bit more complicated. So you might be wondering, how might I actually use this, this secret management module? So a few scenarios that come to mind, but really there are quite a lot, maybe infinite. So say I want to run my deployment script in my local environment. I'm playing around with it. Then I want to deploy it to my test environment. And then eventually I want to deploy it to prod. And you want to make as few changes at each one of those steps as possible. And so this module might let you do that with just changing a single parameter, which is your secret vault. Maybe I want to share a script, whether across my org, or maybe I'm an open source developer, and I don't know what vault or local platform my end user is going to be using. And I don't want to have to incorporate that logic in. I want to have a single commandlet that I can use and know that it's going to work no matter who is using my script. Or maybe I have a shared key in my test environment that is rotated regularly that I just want to be able to access right when I need to use it. But then I also have an individual deployment key that maybe has different access that I also want to be able to access just in time to use it without having to encode these in my scripts or have challenges sharing them. So today, what I'm going to show you guys is a deployment script scenario. And for today's demo, I'm going to show you guys a script I'm deploying to the Powershell test gallery. How many of you guys use the Powershell Gallery? Anyone familiar? Awesome. So in this case, that's what I'm going to use as my deploying my secret module. But you could imagine this in any number of deployment scenarios, whether you're deploying a web app, maybe a few hundred VMs, a Kubernetes cluster. You can really imagine that this could be extended to many different scenarios. All right. So let's hop out of PowerPoint and into some code. So first, I'll show you guys. So it sounds like most of you guys are familiar with the Powershell Gallery. If you're not, you should get familiar with it because it's the central repository for PowerShell resources. If you've ever used install module, then you've interacted with the gallery. And so here I have my module, my secret module, that's very popular with a grand total of 0 downloads for today's demo. So I have this deployment script, and this is my deployment script, which I will make easier to read. Cool. And so my script is pretty simple, but what it does is it finds my module in the gallery. It grabs the version number, it increments the version number, updates the manifest, and then republishes. So I'm going to use getSecret to grab my API key. But first I wanted to show you guys the module itself. So it's called Microsoft PowerShell Secrets Management, and show you guys some of the commandlets that are going to be available to you. So the first ones I want to highlight are getSecretInfo and getSecret. So the reason why we have 2 commandlets here is that getSecretInfo is all about the secret metadata. So that's the kind of commandlet you're going to want to use when you're maybe searching for a secret. You're searching maybe either across an individual vault or across all your vaults to see what you have stored. And then getSecret itself is what's going to actually return the secret. So that's why I use this here in my script, because I want to just return the actual secret itself. I'll jump into registering vaults in a bit, but add secret allows you to add a secret to your local vault or your remote vault, and then once again, getSecret gets your secret. So let's go ahead and let's run, make sure we're on this, cool. Run that deployment script. And so in this scenario, we're keeping things pretty simple. We're using just my local vault. I have my API stored locally. I'm grabbing it from Credman, and I'm deploying. So let's see if we were successful here. Awesome, 9.0.11. That is our new deployment. But this is a pretty simple scenario, and as I was saying, our secret management landscape is quite complex. And so in this scenario that I'm going to jump into, I actually share my API key with a bunch of other developers because we all own this module, we all work on it together, but when we go to publish, we publish it under a single module. And this is especially common in test scenarios. Maybe this isn't going to be as common if I was deploying in a production environment, but here we're doing the test environment. And so what I've done is I have registered, cool. So I have registered AZ Vault, which is my Azure Key Vault as one of my secret vaults. And I did that in advance using the register secrets vault commandlet. And so now that I have my Azure Vault, I can use a shared context to access my vault. And so what I've done is now I'm getting my secret with the new parameter vault AZ vault. And this is great because then I can let Azure take care of who has access to the secret using their different user contexts. So it's an easy way for us to share this secret, but then use it in our same deployment script. And once again, some of the people who I work with, they are going to run this script on their MacBook or on their Linux machine. And so we can still have a shared deployment script without needing that. So now we can redeploy. Cool, there we go. Let's see. Awesome, now we have a new version. So in the third scenario, what I want to show you is how in a single script, you might want to use both your local and remote context. And so this is a scenario now where I'm using my shared Azure Key Vault. So there's multiple users, maybe on multiple platforms. But I'm also have a personal key that I've stored locally. And so in this scenario, the way it works is we have our module and we all publish it to the test gallery using our shared API key. However, once we publish, we like to update our followers on Twitter. But we like to post those from our personal accounts, so people who we know will know that we updated the module and can see that we've published that update. And so what I have here is I'm using getSecret with my Azure Key Vault, but then I'm also just using getSecret. And you'll notice here that I haven't specified a vault, so therefore it's going to default to my local built-in vault. And so this is now a deployment script that I can share with the people I use and use our shared key, but also my local keys to publish our update and then send out a little tweet. So let's run that. Just let that run for a second. Awesome. All right. Let's see if we were successful. So let's check this. Awesome. New updated version. And let's see if we have any new tweets. Oh, look at that. PowerShell secrets management is going to be awesome. And I totally agree. That shows how it used my local secret and also my shared secret in the script. All right, so hopefully that gives you just a little taste for the kinds of things we're building, and you can apply this really basic scenario to some of the more complex scenarios you guys are all working on. So takeaways, this is what I want you to know. PowerShell can help you manage your local and remote secrets in a unified way using a single set of commandlets. PowerShell management is an extensible management plane. So as I mentioned, we're starting with local vaults, and I showed you an Azure Key Vault integration. We're also working with other partners to bring in those vaults, but it's also effort of the community as an open source project to really guide us in the other extensible places that we should be adding vaults and working with partners to add vaults. And then the third thing that I want to touch on briefly is that this is an open source project and that we encourage you all to engage with us in this project and give us feedback on this. So if there are features that are missing when this comes out, I want to hear about them. If there's scenarios that aren't lighting up the way you thought they would, I want to hear that. And so you can reach out and give us feedback in a few different channels. So the first and best way to give us feedback is through GitHub. So GitHub PowerShell is going to take you to our main repo. So you'll be able to open up issues and give us feedback there. If you're looking for a design spec, check out our RFC repo within the PowerShell module and search secrets management, and you'll see kind of an overview of the things I went through today, but sort of where we're going with that. To be notified when this module is published, you can check there. You can check the PowerShell blog. And if you follow me on Twitter, I will certainly be posting about it when this module becomes public in the next month or so. And then if you're looking for more ways to engage with the PowerShell community and help guide these places where we continue to invest, I also really encourage you to participate in our monthly PowerShell community call, and also always reach out to us on Twitter and GitHub to continue to give us feedback. But thanks, and feel free to reach out with any comments, questions, or scenarios that you think would be useful for this. We'll be at the PowerShell booth as well. So.